Hi, my name is Takumi. In this Takumi no Takumi channel, I use Japanese culture as a reference point for thinking about how to live and work in the future. In this video, I would like to introduce you to Japanese Zen. So let's get started. Today's theme is temple and sightseeing spots where you can learn about Zen in Japan. But before we go to that, I'm going to show you how to achieve enlightenment. The main goal of Zen is to reach enlightenment through focused meditation. They live a simple life that can be said to be poor and pure without concern for what is going on in the world. There are two main ways to reach enlightenment. One is the Zen, which is meditation while sitting with legs crossed and your back straight. We have to be aware of only this moment. The second method is called koan. A koan is question that cannot be answered with the logical mind, and exchange koan with the master. Why koan is important? To reach clear and institutive enlightenment, you need to break the mold of thinking. Also, to achieve enlightenment, one does not necessarily need to practice in your temple. You can practice it in your everyday life. However, it is possible in Japan temples to learn the correct way of practicing Buddhism in order to have a solid practice. To become a Zen monk, one must first become a disciple of a Zen temple. Then you can learn Zen by entering a specialized dojo and practicing it. If you want to experience Zen in a less serious way, I recommend going to a Zen temple where you can experience the Zen and calligraphy. You can also check out these videos. And many foreigners come to Japan to see these places of interest. If you studied this series of videos beforehand, you'll be able to feel the atmosphere of the local culture instead of just taking a picture. So I would like to conclude this series of videos by introducing 3 famous Zen temples that embody the Japanese idea of Zen. The first one is Nanzenji in Kyoto, the most prestigious Zen temple in Kyoto. Nanzenji is a temple of the Nanzenji school of the Rinzai sect. It is one of the most prestigious temples in Kyoto. It was founded in 1291, about 720 years ago. The temple was built in 1264, and after the emperor became pope, it was renamed as a Zen temple. It is a temple of distinction on the Kyoto Gozan and Kamakura Gozan, and has the highest stats among all Zen temples in Japan. Salmon is the symbol of Nanzenji temple. This gate, also known as Tenka-Ryumon, is one of the 3 major monuments in Japan and is designated as a national important cultural property. When you go up to the top, you can have a great view of Kyoto. There is a Kare-san-sui garden called the Garden of Tiger Babies. The garden is called the Garden of Tiger Cubs because the huge stones lying on their sides look like tiger crossing a river of white sand. The sand pattern that represents the surface of the sea and the flow of water is called a sand pattern. A Karesansui garden is garden that express a rich landscape with only white sand and masonry without using any water at all. Since this is made by human hands every day, it is said to change daily depending on the condition of the person who draws the sand crescent. It has become very popular as a place where you can relax and enjoy the beautiful gardens. There are two gardens, the Hondo East Garden, which is a dry landscape garden, and Shoin South Garden, which is a pond-style garden. It is one of Kyoto's three most famous historical sites, and it is a very popular garden with many attractions. The second one is oldest Zen temple in Kyoto, Kenninji. Kenninji Temple is a Zen temple founded by Eisai, the first monk to teach the Rinzai sect in Japan. It was built 1202 with the assistance of Minamoto no Yoriie, the second shogun of Kamakura shogunate, as a base for the Rinzai sect in Kyoto. The first thing to note is the simple architecture and gardens, which are typical of Zen. Of all the works of art in Kenninji's collection, this wind god and thunder god surprise and impresses worshippers. This is a work by Tawaraya Sodas, who was active in the Edo period. This is a dynamic piece with two nature gods facing each other. It has been copied by many artists in later generations and certified as a national treasure of Japan. It was built in 2006. Circle means water, triangle means fire, and square means for ground. And these are the three main elements of nature. It is said to have the meaning that the cultivation of the mind begins with gratitude for being kept alive by the blessing of nature. The last one is Kenchoji Temple in Kamakura. Kenchoji is a Zen temple of the Rinzai sect located in Kamakura, Kanagawa Prefecture, not Kyoto. In 1253, Hojo Tokiori, the temple was founded by the Song dynasty with invasion of Rankei Doryu to become a full-fledged Zen center in Japan. The three gates, Buddhist temple and the Holy Hall are aligned. It is beautiful Zen temple that is proud of Kamakura, that still lives the unique temple style of Zen. Also, you can experience Zen practice in this temple. Kenchoji is famous for its Zen experience. It is held every Friday and Saturday from 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. You need to pay the admission fee to participate. It is also possible to experience Zen practice twice a year, in June and December, for 2 days and 1 night. Incidentally, the cherry blossom at Kenchoji is one of the best cherry blossom viewing spots in Kamakura. Therefore, I recommend you to visit in late March or early April. This is a famous Zen temple that every Japanese person has seen at least once. However, these three Zen temples I've just introduced are so crowded with tourists through the year that it's impossible to even take a picture of them. So the best way to get there is to visit a less famous Zen temple. There are many other Zen temples in Japan, and if you look up the word Soto Zen, you will find a number of Zen temples for foreigners. So if you are interested, please check them out on the internet. This is the end of this movies of series. Thank you very much for your attention. I'll be introducing other topics on Japanese culture on this channel next time. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Instagram to review the Japanese culture you learned through this channel. それではありがとうございました。またね。バイバイ。